Hello again, Andy with Handy Andy Handyman, and we are out today in Conyers, Georgia. We are on a project with Caldwell Banker's Real Vitalize program. If you haven't heard about that program, it's really a unique opportunity for a variety of reasons. One, if you are listing your home for sale and you know you need to paint and make repairs and do some things to get full retail price for your home, even in this market, and you don't want to put the money up front, or you don't have the money up front, you can use that program and the folks at Real Vitalize will go ahead and cover that cost until you get to closing. You can settle up then. The other benefit to it is they're using screened contractors, and even with screened and pre-qualified contractors, you still run into problems, which is what happened on this particular project. This homeowner had a contractor who was here for about a month and nothing was finished. We've been here for, I think this is our second or third day here, and so you can see some of the stuff. One of their issues was this roof, and you can see there's a shingle missing right here. The contractor that was here charged her a bunch of money and ended up none of the shingles matched. He came in here and put a black shingle, and you can see where our guys have actually reworked some of the shingles up in this area up here. And then the windstorm came through over the weekend. We had 60-mile-an-hour winds. So now she's got some more shingles to replace. And because she's had so much trouble with this particular project, the extra work that we're finding on this property, we're just going ahead and covering it. And some of the repairs you're going to see are very unusual. And my brother and I fuss all the time. The contractor that came out here made a horizontal repair on this doorway right here that my brother has since cut out. And if you actually see what he's doing here, the piece that he's holding in his hand right there is custom cut, weather cut, pressure treated. It's grooved on both sides to accept the weather stripping on the inside. No one's going to make these repairs. You can't find anybody in Atlanta to make these repairs. And so he couldn't do the inside of the frame, so he just scabbed, the old contractor scabbed a piece on the front right here, but the inside of the door was rotted. And what we're trying to do is avoid repairs that the contractor or the home inspector is going to come out and find. Because one of the things that scares people away from a house is rotted wood. They don't understand it. They think it's termites. They think it's a bad house, and you're gonna have issues on the inspection. Some of the other stuff the guy did, he pressure treated or he pressure washed the fence too tight. This piece he didn't clean at all. The showing up nice and clean right now on the front because our guys have come back and hand cleaned all this stuff. And so the beauty of the Real Vitalize program is that when the contractor here went sideways for whatever reasons, Real Vitalize stepped in. They had another contractor, Handy Andy, that has done a lot of projects for them, was pre-approved. And there's not a lot of contractors that'll come back in behind another contractor. They just don't want the headache. When you look at this side of the house back here, the other contractor said that this area is pressure washed and cleaned. So you can kind of see the difference. This is still all nasty black. This is all nice and clean because it was hand cleaned. House hadn't been cleaned in a long time, so you actually have to hand scrub that stuff. The old contractor came in here and pressure washed all this, but if you look real tight at this panel right here, he actually was so tight. See the wand pattern through it? He shredded the wood. So we suggested to the homeowner that we go ahead and just stain the front of this fence to make it look nice for someone coming into the driveway. The other contractor painted this concrete floor in here, but he painted right over dirt and debris. And so when she pulled her car in here, you can see where she pulled the paint up even just after a couple of days of it curing out, because the heat of her tires, the paint never really bonded because it's on dirt. A lot of little stuff. The previous contractor painted these walls. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it real well in here, but you can see like in this area and here, nothing was sanded, nothing was prepped. This isn't our painting here. And you can actually see me in painter's clothes today because I'm out here painting with the guys. We work with the crews. And so the beauty of this program was that not only will Real Vitalize set you up with approved contractors, if and when something does go wrong with the contractor, they'll step back in, they'll sort it out, they'll clean it up. So in the end, this customer paid almost nothing for any of the work that was done here for a month because there was no value.